everybody, it's Michelle, and I've been reading Junie B. Jones has a monster under her bed, and she really does think there's a monster under her bed. So, okay, let's start on chapter 5, because that's where we left off yesterday. And chapter 5 is My Worstest Night Ever. It was my worstest night ever. I didn't sleep any winks. That's because I had to keep my eyes open or else the monster would not stay invisible. I heard Mother and Daddy go to bed. Good night, everybody. Good night. It's me. It's Junie B. Jones. I'm still awake in here because I can't even close my eyes or the monster will come. Mother and Daddy did not yell back. Plus, here's another thing I want to tell you. Do not turn out the hall light. Plus, do not shut my door. Plus, do not shut your door either. Go to sleep, grouched Mother. I smiled, very relieved. It was good to hear your voice, I said, kind of quiet. After that, Mother and Daddy got in their bed, and they turned out their light. Daddy started to snore. Oh no, I said. Now he won't even be awake to save me if the monster comes to get me. I pulled Philip Johnny Bob out of my covers. I will save you, he said. I will squirt water in the monster's face. Plus, I will stumble him with my giant elephant feet. And so now you can close your eyes and you don't have to worry about that guy. I looked and looked at him. Yeah, only here's the problem, I said. You're not actually strong enough because you just have fluffies in you. Plus, also, you can't really squirt water. And who am I kidding here? Philip Johnny Bob stared at me a real long time. Then he went back underneath the covers. All of a sudden, I heard feet in the hall. It was monster feet, I think. They kept getting closer and closer to me. Then pretty soon, they run right in my room. And guess what? It was my dog Tickle. Tickle, that's what. Tickle, Tickle, I'm so glad to see you. Because now you can protect me from this monster. And so why didn't I think this before? I pulled back my covers and patted for him to jump up. Here, Tickle, you can sleep right on my pillow. Because Mother won't even find out about this. Tickle springed right up there. He runned all around in my bed. He put his head under my sheets and run down to my feet. No, Tickle, no, you have to come back up here, or else how will you even protect me? Here is a picture of Junie B in her bed, and she is trying to get Tickle to come out from under the covers. I pulled him back up. He put his paws on Raggedy Larry and chewed his red hair. No, Tickle, no, don't, I said. Just then, Tickle springed over me, and he landed on my elephant named Philip Johnny Bob. He held it in by his trunk and shook that guy all around. I saved Philip Johnny Bob just in time. Then I pushed Tickle off my bed, and he runs right out of my room. Philip Johnny Bob was very upset. I petted his trunk. Also, I hugged Raggedy Larry. Only too bad for me, because just then Raggedy Ruth fell right out of my bed. On account of the dumb sheets weren't even tucked in anymore. Me and Raggedy Larry peeked over the side at her. Get her, said Raggedy Larry. Yeah, only I can't get her, I said real upset, or else the monster will grab my hand and pull me right underneath the bed. I thought about what to do. Then, all of a sudden, I picked up all my friends in my arms. We have to make a run for it, I told them. We have to sleep with Mother and Daddy tonight, because we will be safe with them. Plus, they won't even know we're there probably, because their bed is the size of a king. I stood on the side of my bed. Then I jumped way out to the middle of the floor, and I quick picked up Raggedy Ruth. I ran to Mother and Daddy's room. They were sleeping and snoring. Shh, I said to Raggedy Larry. Shh, I said to Philip Johnny Bob. Then all of us crawled down the middle of their bed, and we sneaked up under their covers. Only too bad for me, 'cause Mother rolled right on top of Philip Johnny Bob's trunk, and it waked her right up. She turned on the light. I did a gulp. Hello, how are you today? Me and my friends are sleeping here, 'cause we didn't think you would mind, probably. Mother carried me back to my room zippity quick. Then she leaned close to my ear and she talked very scary with her teeth closed. Do not get out of bed one more time, she said. And so guess what? I didn't. Chapter 6, Flatso. The next day at school, I was pooped and tired. I opened one eye with my fingers and I drawed a picture for art. It did not turn out that professional. After that, I holded up my head with my hands and I waited for school to be over. Me and that Grace rode home on the bus together. I yawned and yawned. Darn it, Grace. I wish you never even told me that monsters could turn invisible, 'cause now I can't even close my eyes at night. I can, said that Grace. That's because I don't have a monster under my bed anymore. My mom figured out how to get rid of it. My eyes got big and wide. How, Grace? How does she do that? It's easy, said that Grace. First, she sucked it up in the vacuum cleaner. Then she put the vacuum cleaner bag in the trash compactor, and she squished that monster into a flatso. Just then, I hugged and hugged that girl, 'cause she was brilliant, of course. Thank you, Grace. Thank you. 'Cause I have a vacuum cleaner right in my very own home. And so I can do that too, probably. After I got off my bus, I zoomed to my house speedy fast. Grandma Miller, I know how to get rid of the monster, I hollered. Then I run to the closet and got Mother's vacuum cleaner, and I pulled that big thing all the way to my room. Grandma Miller came to my door. I told her all about how to get rid of that monster, and guess what? She was a real good sport about it. First, she plugged the vacuum cleaner right into my wall. Then she put it under the bed, and she sucked the monster right out of there. Hooray! Hooray! You got him! You got the monster, Grandma! I yelled real thrilled. And here's Grandma Miller getting rid of the monster. She's plugged in the vacuum cleaner, and she's going to suck him up. And I think she's going to turn him into a flatso. Alright. Grandma Miller runs with the bag to the kitchen, and she threw that thing in the trash can. There. That ought to do the trick, she said, very happy. I looked and looked at the trash. Then I did a teensy frown. Yeah, only here's the problem, Grandma. You didn't actually put him in the trash compactor, and that is what turns the monster into a flatso. Grandma Miller smiled. Yes, but this house does not have a trash compactor, Junie B., she said. Your mother will just have to stay in the your monster will just have to stay in the vacuum cleaner. Said her mother. My frown got bigger. Yeah, but what if he leaks out, Grandma? Then maybe he might float in the air and all the way back to my room. And he will get under my bed again. Grandma Miller tapped on the counter with her fingers. Then her cheeks filled up with air. And she let it out real slow. Okay, how about this? What if I take it outside? I'll take the bag outside and I'll push it way down in the big garbage can. And then I'll press the lid down really tight so he can't get out. How's that? Yeah, but he will not be a flatso, I said, very whining. Just then, Grandma Miller got really frustrated. She grabbed the vacuum cleaner bag and ran outside. Then she put it on the driveway, and she got in her car, and she backed up over that thing. She backed up over that thing with her tires. Pretty soon, she came back in the house. She brushed her hands together. There, now he is a flatso, she said kind of growly. After that, I got on the couch and I stared very nervous at that driveway. 'Cause guess what? A car is not a trash compactor. That's why. Alright, next we're going to read Chapter 7, Snarlies and Snufflies. Okay, so bye-bye.